Okay, Sport and Rec, here we are. We're ready to get into it. This is a gym session. This is a strength and conditioning session that you are going to do. You're going to get in. Now, my 3 components of fitness that I'm working: 1, flexibility; 2, strength; and 3, cardiovascular. I'm only going to finish with cardiovascular, but because it's really important that I work on my flexibility and strength. That's what I've identified. Now, remembering you're identifying these components of fitness from the fitness test that you should have completed by now. You should have completed your fitness test. If you haven't, get in, get it done. From that, I want you to pick the ones that you need to work on in relation to a sport or exercise activity, okay? Most of us will easily be able to choose 2, 3 maybe. Probably a bit hard to work on more than that in one session. But let's get in and let's give it a go. Sport and Rec, here we are. We're at the gym, where you are going to do a workout of your own. I'm going to do one for you tonight and to show you what is required. So remember, we need a couple of things. 1, we need a training plan. Have a look at the training plan right here that I'm going to do. There it is. Now, I'm going to go and warm up. I'm going to warm up on those things behind me there. They are the treadmills. I'm going to go and do a 10-minute warm up. Then I'm going to hit the floor behind me here. Might even hit some of the machines to show you, because remember, I am training 3 things that you just saw before. I am training the component of fitness of flexibility. I'm training the component of fitness of strength. And I'm also training the components of fitness for a little bit of endurance. Now, it's not a whole lot. It's more muscular endurance than cardiovascular. So that's what we're training. So, Sport and Rec, this is what you have to do. Let's get into it. Okay, Sport and Rec, time to get into it. As you can see, I'm on the treadmill. I'm going to try and turn the camera around. Just nice and easy to get the body ready for a workout. So remember, you must always warm up before you work out. And this is just purely me getting myself and my body ready to work out. Get the heart pumping, muscles, get some blood to it, get some oxygen supply to everything. Let's do it. All right, Sport and Rec, getting towards the end of my warm-up here. I can feel the heart rate's up. According to the watch, I'm sitting at 88, 89, so a little bit elevated, but not too much. And so if you're at the gym, please make sure that you wipe down everything, especially in these COVID times. So you just go and get a wipe from somewhere and wipe everything down. All right, Sport and Rec, it's time to do some stretching after that warm-up, and then let's get into the exercise. Okay, Sport and Rec, so as you saw, my first exercise that I'm going to do is actually combine strength and flexibility exercise. I'm going to be doing weighted lunges. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of these long bars with weights on the end of it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some weighted lunges. Let's see if I can pull off 3 sets of 12 repetitions. Remember to rest in between each set, about 20 to 30 seconds. Okay, Sport and Rec, so that's the first one done. Now remember, you don't just have to use a barbell like that. I've got a sandbag here in my hand, which you can use, or you could use a variety of other ones. You can see I've got everything else set up here. So it doesn't matter what you use. What I'm trying to do is do the flexibility in my legs, plus also build up some strength in my quadriceps, hopefully my hamstrings also. So combination of flexibility and strength in the weighted lunge. Let's see what else Now the next one is with this fun thing called the kettlebell. Now the kettlebell swing, which is what I'm going to do, is at the hips and at the shoulders. So I need to hopefully get a high level of flexibility from this, because this weighs 12 kilograms, this kettlebell, and I will also hopefully build up some strength in my upper back, my glutes, my core. That's what I'm going for here. So I'm going for strength in my core, my shoulders, my upper back, etc. I'm not going for any sort of strength in my legs with this, even though I will be bent at the knees, but you will see from my hips that I'll be tipping, and at my shoulders. So hopefully with the flexibility there. So let's try and do 3 sets of 12 kettlebell swings. Okay, Sport and Rec, here we go. I'm on the floor now because I'm going to do 2 separate exercises. First one is just a pure flexibility. I'm going to be trying to bring my ankles up as high as I can into my hip area, to my groin area, and I'm going to be trying to stretch out my abductors and adductors, and also to an extent where my glutes meet my hips, so right up in my hip area. Second one, I'm then going to do some Russian twists. I'm going to use a 9 kilogram weighted ball for that. When I do that, I'm not only improving hopefully my core strength, particularly my abdominis muscles and my back muscles, but I'm also going to be hopefully building a little bit of flexibility around my core area. Let's see if I can give these two goes. First one's just a stretch, very simple, very easy. I'm going to do 3 sets. I'm going to hold each one for about 20 seconds. The next one will be the Russian twist with a weighted ball. I'm using 9 kilograms. Now you can see I'm still not really elevated with the heart rate, and that's because I'm doing strength and flexibility. If I was doing cardio, I'd expect my heart rate to be a whole lot higher than what it is now. Let's get in and let's have a look at this. All right, 3 sets of 20, done. So 3 sets of 20 Russian twists with the 9 kilogram fitness ball, weighted ball. Really improves your core strength. Hopefully I'll get some abs. Don't think so. Now, what I want to show you is also some other equipment that you might have at your house, or if you go to a gym or somewhere where you might have access to. Now, this is really important if you're doing stability exercise. So if your component of fitness that you're working on is stability, try and find some of these things. So try and find some of these Swiss balls or some of these half Swiss balls that have got a semi-hard base, or actually a very hard base on them. Okay, so these you can do a number of things on. You can stand on them for fitness, you can jump on and off them also for a bit of cardio. So you can see from the gym, I've got access to lots of different stuff, including some stretching stuff. There's the Russian balls, but what I'm going to get into now is I'm going to do some strength activities. So as I said, doing flexibility, doing a bit of cardiovascular, and doing some strength. So flexibility and strength are my 2 key areas where I want to work on. Let's just do some pure strength. We all want the guns, both the boys and the girls, doesn't matter. Everyone likes the guns, everyone likes them. Let's just do some simple gun work, hey? So what we're going to do is some simple bicep curls. Let's get into them, 3 sets of 12. So there you go, there's the first failure. Guys, remember, failure is fine at the gym, as long as you know and you're going to work on it. First failure. I did 3 sets, but 2 of them were of 12. The last one was of 8. My biceps are just a little bit cooked, so I didn't do it. I couldn't push through it. I tried. You saw me grimacing, you saw me struggling. Probably needed a bit more rest. Probably only took 30 seconds rest. Probably needed a minute, maybe 2 minutes rest, not 30 seconds. However, as you can see, got through it, 3 sets, done. All right, Sport and Rec, time for something different, still strength, but this one is called the upright row. Let's have a little look at the machine I'm using. So this is the machine that I'm using, and I'm not going to set it on 57, I'm going to set it on 47, but have the extra plate on it to start. So all I'm going to do is take the handles here, and in an upright position, I'm going to sit and pull it back. Now, because I am on the gym floor, it will be difficult to record this, but I want to try and show you as best I can. 3 sets of 12 of the upright row. Let's get into this. All right, Sport and Rec, so that's 3 sets of 12 of the upright rows. Remember, I'm working with some strength, so I'm working my back, working a little bit of my biceps, my delts. So just really working a bit of strength. Let's do 2 more activities. Number 1 we'll do is a flexibility activity. Number 2, we'll do a cardiovascular activity to finish off. So let's get in, do some flexibility and then cardiovascular to finish off. Okay, Sport and Rec, what I've got here is a multi-use machine. You can do something called the Roman chair, which I'll do here, which is where I'm going to extend my legs out. I'm going to lift my legs up, working a bit of the abdominals, working back, really working the core. The other one that I'm going to do is I'm going to do a hang. When I do a hang, I'm going to try and lift my legs up. I'm going to struggle with that, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to struggle and I'm going to try to do that as many times as I can. And just for a bit of strength, for a little bit of fun, because I haven't done enough strength obviously. I'll try and do some some chin-ups. So mainly core work on this. I'm going to sit on this to start with, stand on this, and I'm going to place my back against the side. It's called the Roman chair. I'll lift my legs up, then from a hang wall, I'll try and lift my legs up, and as I said, for a bit of fun, some Alright, Sport and Rec, that was a bit of a struggle. So, finish off, let's do some cardio. Timer, 46, so good time to do some cardio, finish off, and then we're done. Let's get into it. So Sport and Rec, I've had to swap phones very quickly because as you can see, I've got some Tabata on my other phone, which is going to go directly into my ears. Why? I'm going to be doing 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. That's what Tabata is. So it goes for 2 minutes, so it's 8 rounds, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, or 4 minutes, sorry. Now, very important that if you're listening to this, that you stick to the beat if you're going to do it. This is very much cardio. So I'm going to do a combination of cardio. I'm going to be doing some planks, and I'm also going to be doing some mountain climbers. So I want you to watch all of this, see if you can do it. A bit of cardio to finish. Okay, Sport and Rec, there you go. Cardio peak, bit of a cardio burner to finish off. As you can see, we're struggling by the end, but it's all good. So that was 8 reps or 8 sets where I did 2 different cardio exercises there, mountain climber and the plank. Now, a couple of things. One, make sure you cool down afterwards. I'm not going to record it, but you need to do a stretch to cool down, just to try and relax the muscles a little bit, especially if you've worked them hard. Number 2, hydration. Really, really important, hydrate. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Cannot emphasize that enough. Now, honestly, water. If you want to go post-workout drink, protein drink, an electrolyte drink, do so, but make sure you also have water. Water is what the body needs more than anything. The body does need the other stuff, but please make sure you hydrate. And then the last thing is, if you've got hot and sweaty like me, bit of hygiene, have a shower, put some deodorant on, everything else like that. But otherwise, well done, Sport and Rec. So that's your assignment. What I've just recorded for you, that is your assignment. I know you can get it done, so Sport and Rec, it's up to you now. Sport and Rec, if you need access to any facilities, if you need access to any gyms, please get in touch with me. I'm more than happy to get in contact with your local gym and tell them that you are doing a compulsory school subject that requires you to do strength and conditioning activities in a supervised environment. I'm more than happy to do that. Might be able to get you a discount, may not, but I'll give it a red hot crack for you. What's the harm in trying? If you want access to a local gym near you, flick me an email, get in touch with me, and I will make sure that I get in touch with your local gym and see what we can do. Can't promise anything, but let's see if we can give it a crack, eh?